y'all. Welcome back.
Welcome back. And hello for the first time in a while. If you're watching on YouTube.
I was going to say, we've been here.
If you're watching, we've been here, but we know y'all haven't. So, shit. Hey, again.
I'm still here.
Yes. Hello. This is our first episode being widespread again.
It is. Wow.
Being found on all platforms. So, this feels good and cute.
It does. And apparently, a lot of you did not come over. We have learned that a lot of you stood your ground.
Right.
And didn't come over. And I have some words. And I'm going to save them.
You're going to save them?
I'm going to save them. I'm glad that we're here now, though. And we can just make peace with the past. We can make peace with the past and move forward in the future.
I'm not happy with y'all, though. It was a lonely year. It was a lonely year without y'all.
How dare you say you a homegirl and not come over?
How dare y'all say that we left y'all stranded? All in the comments, they talking about don't do that again. No, you don't do it again. We actually did what we said we were going to do.
We did.
They were like, you left us stranded. There's no way.
We didn't leave you stranded. We were still providing quality content. I think some of the best content we've ever provided.
The best.
But I mean, whatever. We're here now. We're
here.
glad to be back. We're happy you're here. If you haven't been listening for a year, please go back and catch up.
Yeah, there's
Hit
a lot.
download on all of those episodes.
There's a lot
and
that you've
make up
missed.
for the lost time.
Yeah, there's a lot that was missed. And it's so good. The content, like you said, is some of the best content that we've produced. And it's just a new level. It's really, really good. So you want to catch up because we're up here and we don't need y'all to be down here.
Yeah.
We need y'all to be on the same page as us.
Rise with,
okay? Because we've been growing the past year. We've been growing. So how are you?
I'm well. I'm well. I'm feeling the wind down period of the year up on us. Slow down. That's when we slow down. Yeah. Somebody said that November is standing for no.
Oh. No, November.
No,
November.
The NO in November is for no.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's a no for me, but I do look forward to a little slowdown every now and again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody stop sending emails unless it's for opportunities.
Yeah, keep those ones coming. Keep those. We're actually saying yes.
Yes, if it's for opportunities, keep sending those. But the emails where it's like, we got to do this, we got to do that.
Yeah.
And everyone's chilling. I like the collective slowdowns. I don't like when I'm the only one slowed down. But when it's collective, I like that. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been chilling. Honestly, I have. I've been chilling. I had a great October. When I reflected on my past month, I said I really had a time this month.
Yeah.
Time was motherfucking had.
October was good.
October was lit. Too. More Octobers, please.
Yeah.
More Octobers.
October is always special, and this was a really great one. I feel really good. I feel really good going into November, and I'm hoping that November tops October.
Oh, if it tops it.
I really hope. I'm believing. I feel like it's already on its way. I'm like, yes, come on, show up and show out. Show up and show out. Blow my mind.
Oh.
I want everyone to...
cue that,
Let
the
me
Eve.
blow
Was that
your
Eve
mind.
and Gwen Stefani?
It was. I want my mind to keep being blown.
Same.
Because I feel like October was low key like, I had a mind blowing situation in a minute. it hadn't came up on me, so I was like,
listen, mine was stagnant.
Yeah, yours was not stagnant.
Mine.
Oh, mine. I'm like, you were right there with me.
Yeah, no, mine wasn't stagnant.
Yeah, if you listen to our October check-in on Patreon, then you already have all the details about how great October was for us, how we had an expansive experience partnering with Nike Yard Runners for their Yard Runners campaign. And we were just able to do something that we hadn't done in a while and hadn't done it all, actually.
Yeah.
And it was such an expansive experience. And I'm inviting and I'm saying yes, and I'm ready for more experiences that are like, oh, you didn't know that was coming, but here you go.
Same. And you know what I did the other day? So I was in my journal. And I was going through the pages, seeing things that I have written down that I want to manifest for this year. And I was pleasantly surprised that a lot of things have come to be. So, girl, I got to writing more shit. I'm like, let me get to writing more things in
write
this
it
journal
down, make it plain. Write it down and make it plain. I feel like when we write things down like that, like it really helps us propel. Like it puts the energy behind us where it's like, this is going to happen. Because I wrote a letter to myself 6 months ago and I'm like,
I can't find my letter. It wasn't in that journal.
It was in your journal. You told me because I said I'm putting mine in my phone. I'm a digital girl.
Okay,
And
so
you said you were writing it. But anyway, like about 6 months ago, not 6 months yet, 4 months ago, back in July, we were like, we're going to write a letter to ourselves. And in 6 months, we'll revisit it and see everything that's happened. And y'all, so far, things have been happening. Things have been happening. Things have been happening. And I feel like more things are going to be happening.
Things are happening.
So I'm really excited. And I'm like,
they have to happen for me.
Yes, Lord. Same.
Things have got to.
I'm like, Lord, it's on your shoulders. You got to keep your promise.
No.
You got to keep your promises.
Yeah.
You said what you was going to do, and now I need you to do it. Deliver.
Things are happening.
Stand on business, Lord.
They have to happen. September was rough for me. September was rough.
Do you feel like that?
Bitch, I do. Yes, it was rough for me. I was losing things left and right.
Oh, yes.
It was not good.
But now, you're ready. You're back on track. You're back on path. You're in stride. You're going to have a great New Year's. I hate when we say that. New Year's celebration.
I'm going to have a great New Year's celebration.
Yeah, New Year's celebrations. She's going to be abroad in the motherland. She's going to be having a great time. Why do I want to say?
I'm going to the motherland.
You tell them.
I'm going to the motherland to bring in the new year, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. That was one of the things that I had wrote in my journal, and I'm just happy that I made it happen because every year for me, coming up with New Year's Eve plans is a motherfucking struggle. Yeah. It's a problem area. Living in LA is not it for New Year's Eve. If you ask me,
every year you're saying I'm gonna do something.
If you ask me, living in LA is not it
for New Year's Eve.
For New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that I won't be here for that.
Period. She's putting it together. I'll be at work.
Damn.
Yeah, I am going to be at work. They already told us. Because I have Christmas. I said, I don't even want Christmas off. I didn't even ask for Christmas off.
Well, you can spend Christmas with me because I'll be gone for a week after.
Now she gave me plans. We will be doing a Christmas thing. Yeah, it'll be cute. We can make a thing out of it. Do ice skating, hot chocolate, get in the spirit and bundle up and be outside. So, our Christmas lights. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening?
Anywho.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy to be back.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spinning of the block that feels good. Like when you spin the blocks on a man and it was like, okay, maybe the timing just wasn't right.
Yeah.
You weren't a bad person.
Yeah, it was timing. It was maturity.
I just wanted to try something differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that you're still available.
Yeah, we're all available at the same time.
We're both available, and this is a good time to dust ourselves off and try again.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It is.
We say you can spin the block if it makes sense.
And it makes sense.
Like Nelly and Ashanti.
He's so happy. He's so happy. He don't know what to do. Somebody said Nelly ain't closed his mouth.
Ashanti ain't closed hers either. They both cheesing like Chester Cats.
They said that man ain't closed his mouth yet.
Girl.
She brought him a lowrider.
I know. He was in tears.
Brought to tears.
He was emotional. He was big emotional. Cue the Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas should have been playing in that car. He just had no words. He's like, this is the best thing.
Thing on him. She putting that thing on him and she digging in them pockets. You know, she's showing him that I can love you in all ways.
And I feel like Ashanti has a quality thing.
Okay, quality.
I feel like she keeps herself together.
Yeah.
She ain't never fell off.
No, it's giving quality. He's happy. Obviously she's keeping him happy.
Anyway, we're here with y'all. We are here today to chat. We are easing into November with ease.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a series this month. Mm-hmm. However, a lack of a series does not mean lack of quality. And if you've been here, you already know that. And if you're new here, you're gonna learn that.
Okay, we'll put it on them.
There's no series, but that doesn't mean that there's no quality.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about hurry sickness.
Yeah, we're gonna be in a goodie bag this month, y'all.
A goodie bag.
A goodie bag of sorts.
So hurry sickness. You want to tell us what that is?
Of course. Let me draw in my notes. You all on YouTube.
This was a topic that resonated really, really well with this one.
And I'm sure some of y'all out there too. So hurry sickness is a behavior pattern characterized by continual rushing and anxiousness, and overwhelm of continual sense of urgency. So you guys, it's constantly feeling like you need to go. You got to plan. You got to prepare. You got. You have
to accomplish all the things on your to-do list.
Yes.
Yeah, it could be a lot. And it can cause frustration if you experience delays, because I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to accomplish things on your to-do list. I'm a to-do list girly myself. I love to write things down and cross them off of the list.
Same. Nor is there anything wrong with being a prepared girly.
Right.
Planning and preparation. That's great.
But when we're talking specifically about hurry sickness, there's something else added to it, right? It's not only do you have the list and not do you want to accomplish things, but if there's any delays, if there's a change of plans, if something doesn't go according to the way that you think it should go, it causes anxiety, it causes you to be up in arms, and it can cause some other issues. Mm-hmm. Speaking of other issues, this term was coined by cardiologists.
Yeah.
Now
we're getting in a medical bag.
Yes. So the two cardiologists, their names are Maya Friedman and Ray Rosenman. They coined this term. Now, this is not a medical condition, but it can have some effects on your health.
Yeah, it's more of a wellness phenomenon. And the way that you can think about this impacting your health is like, usually we are in our flight or fight mode. That sort of activates our stress system, right?
It does.
Our need for safety. When we're running around, it's like, okay, I sense danger. I need to get to safety. Our cortisol levels increase, our blood pressure, our respiration, our breathing becomes labored. That is releasing chemicals in us that are really supposed to be short-lived. You know what I mean? That system is not supposed to be activated for a long time.
All the time.
So when we're constantly experiencing this sense of angst and hurry sickness, we're activating these systems that really are supposed to be quick, get to the point, and then we're done.
When there's really some danger.
Right. But currently, when we're having this type of mentality, our danger doesn't have a start, middle, and an end.
It's ongoing, continuous.
It's nonstop. It's nonstop. So then guess what? Now you're dealing with inflammation in your body. You're dealing with headaches. Your anxiety is through the roof. Your blood pressure is elevated. Like, you don't feel good. So although it's not a medical term, like you said, it does impact our health and our well-being in a real motherfucking way.
That's why we want to get ahead of it. And that's why we bring topics like this to the show, to increase our awareness, because if we don't have these type of conversations, or if we stay in the dark, we can feel like, oh, this is just a way of being.
Yeah,
this
for
is
sure.
Just the way that I am. And sometimes we can put a little bow on it and make it look cute, make it look sexy.
The personality type.
Right. And be like, I'm a girl who's prepared. I like to have my things. I need things to be in order. I'm always timely.
Yeah.
But there's something there.
Yeah.
And
it has roots.
It does have roots. And this is commonly associated with people who have type A personalities. People who have type A personalities are known to be very impatient.
I have a slight
particular
touch of type A personality.
You do.
A little sprinkle.
I've identified.
It's like A, B. It bounces between. No, it's probably more A. I'm just not super rigid. I don't think I'm B at all. I've released that. I've released it because I used to be like, I'm such a go with the flow.
You did. That used to stay on the tip of your tongue.
I thought I was easygoing, but the more I learned myself and the more I let like people who I trust,
self-awareness,
tell me like, you really are kind of like this, then I realized like, yo, bro, I'm just type A and that's just it. I'm cool as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's not. And that's the thing. We're not saying that you're not.
Yeah.
But
the what? What the fuck? What? I feel like there's a negative connotation when it comes to type A people.
I know.
And that's probably why I always kind of was like, I don't want to be a type A girl.
The opposite of it.
Yeah, I want to be like cute, fun, fresh. As
but girl, if a wrench gets thrown in the plans, you be stuck like Chuck. You be like,
I do. I am.
Why is that wrench in the plan?
Take it out.
I'm having a hard time adapting.
I am.
So what's been presented, I'm like, girl, come on now. Let's really exercise that go with the flow muscle.
I'm glad that I'm a very emotional person, and I'm very like black, white, that. So if you said it was this way, then it's that way. And if it's not that way, don't bring that other way into it.
Yeah.
And Brittany does have a great sense of like being able to pivot and being like, but I can see the other side of this, and I need that because I'll be just like you said, nigga. I'll be like mannequin challenge. Like,
yeah, it'll give Big 10 man energy. I'm like, come on, let's WD-40.
Girl, I be stuck. I'm like, I actually
let's
cannot
get it
move.
back in motion.
I can't move. But yeah, the type A girls. This probably has us in her chokehold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing when it comes to this hurry sickness is that you can have repetitive thoughts about being behind, about not being where you think you need to be.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rushing. and there might be something that you don't even have a time to get there, and it's like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry up and get to where I need to be. And it's like, okay, slow down.
Yeah. Or it might look like you constantly checking your devices, seeing, like, oh, what's going on with other people, constantly tapped in with them, thinking that you are behind even in that regard, like life, looking to see, let me see what their accomplishments are.
That's been a problem area for me.
So you have a touch of this as well.
Yeah, I feel like I've dipped my toe in the pool.
In the hurry sickness pool?
Yes, when it comes to comparing, when it comes to the repetitive thoughts about feeling like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, yes. Yeah. And you know what came as a timely message? You know who's back on the microphone? My leak.
Did she upload anything yet?
Yesterday.
Okay, I had to tap in.
She uploaded a podcast, a short little tidbit about feeling like you're not where you're supposed to be, which has been a recurring theme for me in my life at times, and it was a really good word. But back to this, the hurry sickness, that can magnify the feelings when you're comparing yourself, when you're on these digital devices that are giving these quick news cycles, information overload, over fucking whelming. Yeah. I can see how that can contribute to it, because you're looking at what everybody else is doing, and it's like, what is going on with you right now?
And then you feel behind the mark. And all that does is activate that survival system as well. It's like, I'm struggling, striving, trying to get to the next point, and you can't even enjoy where you are. You can't even have peace and the ease and run your race because you're looking to the left and the motherfucking right. You got to look forward, okay? You got to have your blinders on.
And then we're wondering why we're not thriving.
Yeah.
Because of constant stress and urgency. It's like, I do want to thrive.
I know.
I do want to not feel like I'm a survivor all the fucking time.
What?
Fuck, that's how I be feeling. Each time I feel like Whitney accepting that award on stage.
Yeah. We got to free ourselves. And to your point about comparison, because I feel like I struggle with that too. And I don't think that there's anybody in the world that does not feel that way, that does not compare themselves. That is just a human experience.
I know, but I feel like some people
have a better handle on it.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's happening, no matter what, better handle or not, nigga, whether you got a tight grip or a loose grip, you still got a grip. I mean, damn. I think
it's human nature.
It's so human. And I think that we should allow ourselves grace to be like, I know that I'm feeling this feeling, and check ourselves, definitely the self-awareness. But like, you comparing yourself, somebody else comparing themselves to you, somebody's right outside looking at us now.
Somebody probably scrolling, looking at me.
Saying, damn,
don't look at me.
But they gonna look at you. They're gonna be like, damn, look at them doing that thing that they love, and I wish I was in that position. It's just, honestly, is what we do is such
a cycle.
It's a cycle. So all we can do is be easy on ourselves, really. Be easy on ourselves.
And this is a part of being easier on myself.
Yeah.
The awareness.
Yeah, the awareness.
What I'm doing. The awareness of what's really going on, so that I can get a tighter grip on it. You know what I'm saying? This makes me feel equipped to have a tighter grip on what's going on. Because I don't want to be wrapped up in a whirlwind.
No, hell, motherfucking no. So, what are some effects of hurry sickness? How do we know that this is impacting us?
Feeling burnt out. If you're constantly going in a rush, trying to accomplish all these things on the to-do list at a quick, fast, in a hurried pace, you will be faced with burnout.
Yeah, and that's a common feeling.
It's inevitable.
Constant worry is another side effect. Always thinking, pacing, wondering what's coming next. If you got enough, if you did enough, I need to put that on the list, take that off the list. Nigga.
Yeah.
The mind already doesn't stop, but you got it in overdrive.
Yeah. You can be very irritable as well. And nobody wants to just be walking around constantly irritated.
Yeah, being a bitch.
But hurry sickness can cause you to hyper-focus on your productivity and nothing else. And then when you're faced with things that interferes with that productivity, you're irritated.
Yeah.
At everything.
Yeah. Or the speed at which somebody else is impacting your productivity. Sometimes I find myself like, come on, please hurry up. Please. Talking to other people, I'm like,
Yeah.
Fatigue. We know that jumping from one task to the next, doing a bunch of things, adding a bunch of shit to your to-do list, constantly trying to be prepared or planned can make us tired.
Right.
So feeling fatigue, you might be dealing with a little hurry sickness.
Like you're sleeping, but you're not resting.
Resting, yeah. Yeah.
And then we've mentioned that your health can be affected. So you can be faced with some failing health conditions. This can lead to hypertension, maybe some heart issues. Not saying it's definite, but I mean, we all know that this can cause stress, and stress can cause some more serious detrimental health effects. But on a lighter note, it can also lead to a compromised immune system, a weakened immune system.
Yeah, this is true.
Sit down.
Take your zinc and your vitamin C.
And your oregano, your oil of oregano.
Yeah, whatever we was taking during the pandemic. And
we were really, during the pandemic, we really had
tools. We were like, we were
really working against
yes
some things.
And another side effect or effect of hurry sickness is relationship strain. We know that always being on the go and thinking about what's next can sometimes pull us away from the present moment. And that's enjoying our loved ones or our partners and just being present with them and being able to experience life right then and there. Not thinking about what you got to do next, how we going to get, striving to do. Just chill. Yeah. You know, people be like, damn, you're here, but you're not here. Yeah. You know, you're here, but you're working. You're here,
but I can tell, you're not really engaged. You're not really engaged. It's like you're here, but you're already talking to me, or I can tell that you're focusing on what you got to do after this, or like, damn.
I used to be like that too. And I don't want to say I used to be like that, because I feel like this can kind of come in waves. You know, you might have moments where you really are not tapped in or aware, and it becomes more present. But like, even when we would come in here, I would be like, okay, come on, let's record, because I got to get home and I got to do this. And I'm thinking about all the other things on my to-do list, or the things that I have to get done for the night. I got to walk Gatsby in, and I got to cook, and and it's just like, bruh, I got to be here right now, present, to do this. And the other things I'm going to get to. Because, you know, remember you were like, when you come in here, it's just like you want to just do it.
Girl, I had to gather.
I'm like,
ugh. I had to gather. But I'm glad you're admitting that. And you've been admitting in small little pockets throughout the episode how you've been affected by hurry sickness. On a scale of 1 to 10, how extreme do you think it is, like, now in your present day-to-day life? Like, were you made aware of this before and you've made some adjustments, or is it something that you're, like, actively working through on a day-to-day?
I feel like for me, I actively work through this on a day-to-day. I have to constantly tell myself, just slow down, just stop. I'm going to get there. Even as early as yesterday, girl, I was getting out the car to head home, or getting from work to my car. And I was just like, damn, it's already 5. I had to stay at work late. I was trying to get my keys out of my bag because I just wanted to hurry up and get, like.
You do have a thing of wanting to hurry up and get home. Like the other day, you had to go to the store after work. And you hadn't been, we were on the phone. You hadn't been at the store for that long. Like, you were going through getting your things. And you were like, I got to hurry up and get home. I'm like, girl, you just fucking, you just got to the store. And I know you
I'm getting out of here now.
I know you plan to go to the store after work.
I'm like, I got to get home.
So, girl, just be at the store for right now.
And that's what I have to do. I have to let myself, as I was leaving work, I was like, bro, it's already 5 o'clock. You are, the time that you thought you were going to be home, you're already getting home 30 minutes later. So just chill. At that point, I released it. I was like, I'm going to get home when I get home.
Yeah.
So I constantly have to ground myself in the present moment, that the next moment is going to be there when I get there.
Right.
And I could just chill. I got to just relax.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know if I don't know on a scale from 1 to.
It's a working girl.
I'm a work in progress. What about you?
I feel like I'm on the lower end of the spectrum for this.
Yeah. I would say, yeah.
Because I, you know what it is? What I've learned?
What is it?
What I've learned about myself, which I think helps with this, is not to overstack my schedule. I've noticed that the overstacking of the schedule, like having things back to back to back, even if I feel like I have the time, causes me to feel anxious and overwhelmed, and can lead to the hurry sickness.
Yeah.
I like to have time to work through things that I have to do, whether it's preparing for episode notes, reading a book, having a conversation. I know you've noticed I'll be like, let's talk about it early. You know, like, I want to talk about it as early as possible, so that I have time to, like, work through it and process it. And cross it off my to-do list, but at a pace that doesn't feel like it's working against my nervous system.
Yeah.
Like, I noticed that last week, we usually record on Sundays. we had to wake up early to work on the notes. Like, we work on them individually, but it was like at the crack of dawn because we were going to be recording later that day. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 6, and I do have time to go to church, but then right after church I'm gonna have to go record.
Yeah.
And then that's when it starts to feel like anxiety.
You can't enjoy the full day.
I can't. So I said, you know what? I'm going to work on these notes at a nice pace, feel like I'm not rushed or hurrying. And then I'm going to listen to church online, ease through that portion, get dressed, and go record. Yeah. Things like that helps me when it comes to shit like this. Like, when it's the back-to-back, I know sometimes it's inevitable. Like, okay, we got, some things to do. Yeah. But if I can prevent it, that helps me.
Yeah, I agree. I took the same approach because I'm like, I can't. What I've learned is trying to prioritize. I don't know, that's definitely an element of it, is like, how can I create a buffer in my day so that I'm not overwhelmed and like my nervous system isn't frazzled. But like what I've tried to do is prioritize, because everything feels important to me. Yeah. Everything. I'm like, I want to go to church. I got to do these notes. I got to record. I got to go to the grocery store. It's like,
I gotta go to meditation.
I need to do it. I'm like, I can't not do it. That's how I feel. But what I've been implementing is like, what really is the priority today, and what isn't. Almost like implementing essentialism. We had a great episode on essentialism recorded last year, and drawing on those principles is like, what's important right now? What do I have to say no to so that I can say yes to something else? Yes might be my peace of mind, my nervous system feeling regulated, moving through the day with more flow. So that means it's going to have to be a no to church, or I can't do meditation. Like, I haven't gone to breath work in like 3 weeks and it's killing me, but I'm like, I just can't. That time slot doesn't really work for the rest of my day anymore. Right. So if I really want to enjoy it and get the effects of it, I can't jam pack my day just so I can say I did it. Right. It's like I have to make it work for me. So I'm trying to, implement more strategies that allow my schedule and my day, my life to work with me instead of working against me. So yeah, I told y'all a lot of growth was
evolving,
happening.
Girls.
We told y'all.
We're evolving, girls. And I like where we're going with this conversation, but let's take a little break. Yes. And then we'll be right back. A few ways that can help you identify if maybe you may be dealing with hurry sickness. And again, we are not medical professionals.
Never said that.
We are your homegirls.
That's it.
Okay? We're your homegirls. So, you may be dealing with hurry sickness if you feel like everything is a race.
Fast everything's like a NASCAR. A race.
Remember that song?
Of course. That's why I said it. Fast like a NASCAR. Yeah, of course.
Now, there are some things that we understand require us to move quickly. Deadlines, maybe appointments, things of that nature. But if you feel like you're falling behind on every single thing and you have a hard time differentiating between what requires that type of energy and what doesn't, then you may be dealing with hurry sickness. Yeah. Okay? Everyday tasks like driving, shopping at the grocery store, going through, your little normal routine, eating. Those don't have to be rushed. Yeah. Most of the things we already know we have to do, especially if we're driving the same motherfucking way to work every day. At the same time, it's traffic. You just got to get with it. When I was going to work, I had to go to work into the office 3 days. Yeah. I'm like, I already know it's going to be traffic, so I'll get there when I get there. You know what? Navigating through here, cursing at people trying to navigate and zoom in out of lanes to save 5 minutes is going to stress me the fuck out.
That's why I started leaving.
I'd be in the slow lane.
I'm like, let me just get my ass up and leave 5 minutes earlier, 5-10 minutes, because my mind, I will be the person. I'll be trying to drive on top of other cars. Get out of my motherfucking way.
Don't talk to her on the car.
When it's like, really?
Don't talk to her when she's in the car. I'm like, girl, is everything okay?
You always say that, of course. I'm just getting these motherfuckers out of my way. I'm like, please, y'all don't know how to drive, child. But anyways, you might also be dealing with hurry sickness if you have a hard time doing just one task at a time.
No, I do be struggling with that.
Like focusing on one task sometimes seems unbearable. So we might try to stack our day, or like, let me try to do this and that. Y'all, it's not possible.
Yeah, let me put this on the stove while I'm also folding the clothes.
A multitask girl. Yeah. A few years back, I started monotasking, and I'm trying to get back into that. monotasking, doing one task at a time.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, when you're done with that thing, then you can move on to the next thing, because damn, I can't talk.
Girl.
Multitasking, I feel like, is not only affecting our focus and our attention span, but like it got to be doing something to our nervous system
It
too.
does.
Like,
I be feeling like it does. Like, it's really something. Like, I'll be in the middle
something.
of doing something and then just literally start doing something else.
we got to stop.
I'm like,
doing
what
it.
is this called?
Frazzled. Scrambled.
Fried, died, and laid to the fucking side.
That's
a
it.
dysregulated nervous.
Yeah. The girls are really into their nervous systems, as
Listen.
you can tell. And we have a great series that's going to come at the top of the year that's going to be talking about all things health and, like, you know, it's going to be good. And we're just
Why do we do this? This hand movement means so much.
This means I'm gripping it by the ass. I'm gripping it by the coochie. I got a tight grip on it, baby.
The edges.
It means it's good. Like, when we do that, it means, okay.
Yeah.
Grab hold.
Period.
But yes.
So you may also be dealing with hurry sickness if you are extremely irritated when you're faced with delays. Anything triggers you. Triggered.
Yeah.
Traffic, even if you don't got nowhere to be.
Yeah.
Standing in lines. You know, we'll be like, go stand. Which line is shorter? I can't.
Yeah.
Is that
We'll
line
be
moving
bouncing
quicker?
back and forth.
Is that line moving quicker?
Yeah.
Because this
upset
lady,
they ain't working fast, and they don't have two people on the register.
She talking all slow, having full conversations and everything.
I hate that.
I was feeling like that in line at Trader Joe's. Now, she was ringing me out, but she was having, you know, they already are chatty at Traders.
That's like a requirement. It must be chatty.
But she was a homegirl, so she was really chatting. It just had got a little inappropriate because she got too comfortable with me. It was me and Mackenzie. We walked up. She said, okay, y'all tea. I'm like,
wait, what?
I'm like, hey. And then, like, one of her coworkers had walked by. It was Halloween, so she was in costume, and she was, like, all excited and shit. She was like, she get on my damn nerves.
Absolutely not. Now it's really not okay.
Girl, she was like, I think it have to do with being in San Pedro. And I was like, oh. She was like, and it ain't no niggas here. I'm like, girl, what is happening here? I'm like, she was going so slow. Of course, this is a time where I'm doing my shopping for the week. So I have hella stuff. I'm like, girl, ring it up and wrap it up.
Oh, my God.
Because you're doing so much. I was just like, girl.
Sometimes Andres is a very personable person, but sometimes I'm like, babe, not now. Just please, like, he'll call. This morning I told him, please, can you call and see if we can go see that apartment? I knew he was gonna be like, yeah, so me and my girl, my woman, we have a dog, we're looking for a 1-bedroom.
One thing he gonna do is hold a conversation.
I'm like, he was scrolling on the end. We were looking up stuff online yesterday, and he was doing the scrolling, and I said, please just let me do it. Just let me do it. I said, babe, please, can I do it? You move it slow.
Listen,
you move it slow. I'll be irritated sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so also, you feel perpetually behind schedule. You might be, dealing with hurry sickness if you always feel like there's not enough time or hours in the day to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish. I am the queen of it got away from me.
Girl.
It got away from me. It got away from me.
It stay away from you.
Sometimes I grab it, sometimes I have it, and then sometimes I don't. I say it got away from me. I don't know. I'm working on it, though. I'm getting better. I have like a running to-do list in my phone, and I'm like, okay, let me tap that. And I notice if I don't have that, the way my
really get away.
Neurodivergency works, I won't do it. It'll be an out of sight, out of mind, baby.
So another indicator that you may be dealing with hurry sickness is if you interrupt or you talk over people. Now, with this, you might not intend to be rude, but people may be talking too slow. In your mind, it's like you're not getting to the point fast enough. Come on, let's get it moving. I have something else to do. And so you're like, let's move it along.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of this.
Yeah, you are. You'll be like, get to the point.
I don't be saying get to the point.
You don't say get to the point energetically. You be saying get to the point.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, so what's being said?
Yeah. So what are you saying? What do you want to say? What do you want to do? Lastly, you might be feeling or experiencing hurry sickness if you are perpetually checking things off of your to-do list. That is like a little high, being able to be like,
reward.
Yeah, it's done. But checking things off our to-do list helps us just move from one task to the next. So we have to make sure that we are managing, like, is this giving me a quick dopamine hit? Am I doing this because I want to get to the next thing in a quick hurry? Or is it like, okay, I did that and now it's done?
Yeah.
So really just being mindful mindfulness is at the key of everything.
Keeping yourself
It's in the
check.
center. The center.
Keeping yourself in check.
So y'all, we would not be us. We would not be the BGB if we did not have tools for your toolkit. We're going to take a really quick, when I say quick, it's going to be quick.
Yeah.
Break.
Hurry.
But come on back so we can get to the solutions.
Before we get back into the show, there's a few things that we have to make sure are in order around here. House rules. Like those real milk and honey rules. Did you see that? You're not a part of Kevin Lee TikTok. Keith Lee.
I'm like, are you?
Keith
Are
Lee.
you?
Keith Lee.
TikTok.
Keith Lee talk. Anywho, house rules for the BGB. First things first. If you are here, you need to be subscribed. Whatever your platform of choice is, you should be subscribed.
Period. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you back on Apple Podcasts, make sure you're following the pod. If you are on Spotify, make sure you have followed the pod there and hit that bell so you never miss a BGB episode. We back on y'all asses with these ratings and reviews. We lighting the motherfucking fire again. Yes. Y'all know how we used to come. We coming back that way again. If you love what you hear, this is an energy exchange, y'all. We put the podcast out for free. It's a labor of love. We love doing it. But in return, we need your words. We need this to be your Yelp review format. Okay, you say why you love the podcast, and the next step, because it's been a long time since we did this. It's been a long time, and I got to remind y'all how we really get down.
Okay,
make sure that you tell a homegirl who's going to tell a homegirl.
That's the most
who
important
will tell a
piece
homegirl about this show.
We are sharing it with all that we love.
All okay, near and wide. This show has grown very organically over the last almost 7 years, y'all. To keep it to Virgil, 7 years. Wow. And I ain't gonna say what the number 7 means.
Please. I have heard it from you.
I'm not going to say it.
Time after time.
But we've been doing this for a good long time, and the show has grown so organically. We have a beautiful community here, and it's only because y'all are telling people. It's not anything that we're doing.
It's all
it is something because we're doing.
You.
Yeah, but it's a collaboration. It's a collab. So we need y'all to do y'all part.
Do it. Also, we have our Homegirl Hangout. So our Homegirl Hangout is our exclusive membership community where we take it up a few notches. Over there, we have bonus episodes. We have our monthly check-in where we share pretty transparently what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
How we're feeling. Yeah. You guys might get the cliff notes here. We go into deeper detail over there.
Yeah.
We promised some tools for the toolkit. So let's get into it.
Yes.
Why don't we?
Let's get it.
So the first tip. We're going to pause. We're going to take a beat. We're going to pause and prioritize with a long-term lens. I think this is good because sometimes shit do not be feeling long-term, baby. It be feeling like
right here, right now. Here and now.
Yeah. But
I was still singing it in my head. I was just letting you go on.
So you might be finding that you're stressed with trying to find time to do all of the things that you feel like you need to do. And that's because you're struggling with prioritization.
Period.
You mentioned this.
Yeah, this is it.
You mentioned this.
Prioritization.
You mentioned this. So we are faced with a mix of tasks that has different urgencies, we have to write a list and make it plain. Get down to the nitty gritty. What's really important? What can really be prioritized? What needs to happen and what don't need to happen?
Yeah.
You know?
Because we'll start mixing up things. We will personally be like, oh, this feels more time sensitive for me, even though it's not. But the more you make your list clear and you get like clear on your priorities and you realize this actually is not that important right now. This doesn't impact my right now.
Exactly. And this is why we have to take a pause. When we take a pause, we allow ourselves to see the bigger picture. We get to zoom out.
Yeah.
We get to zoom out and see the bigger picture and what's really going on here. Give yourself that time. Yeah. Things happen. Magic happens when we do things like this. Okay? So we've mentioned before on this show the Eisenhower matrix.
Love that.
That was such a tool that I need to remember to put into place because it's very useful. So the Eisenhower matrix, the urgency axis, it's a box essentially where you can categorize and prioritize your things based on how important they are, and it helps you weigh the long-term outcomes of your daily task and focus on what will be most beneficial at that time and not just productive.
Yeah.
Because we can fill up our list in our schedules with things that make us feel like we're doing,
Yeah.
but we're not really moving the goal. We're not really moving the needle.
Yeah. We're not making an impact.
We're not
There's
making an
a lot of
impact.
movement, no motion.
And I hate that.
Right.
I hate when we moving, but we really ain't got no
Going
motion.
nowhere. It's like you busy going nowhere fast.
And
that's how those to-do lists will feel.
That's what Usher said. You're going nowhere fast.
Did he say that?
Moving nowhere fast.
We reach.
Yeah. So tap back into the Eisenhower Matrix episode.
It's a oldie but a goodie.
It's a greatie.
Yes. Next tool and tip is to put all your tasks together, then schedule them. The great thing about a to-do list, or one of the downsides, I guess, of it having your to-do list is if you're trying to do it on the fly. To-do list is only beneficial if you sat down and you're like, what actually needs to happen, not putting it all in your head and then trying to figure out what to do, because then you become more anxious when you're trying to, it just becomes this big list of just
that's tea.
Overwhelming.
That's tea.
Shit.
That's tea. Because sometimes I write down a lot of things on my to-do list and they stay right there.
Exactly. So
because they're not scheduled.
We have to schedule them. So a cheat code is to try bunching a lot of related tasks together and executing all of those in one whop. So an example is if you have a lot of admin stuff that you need to do, like let me schedule, pay my bills, make my appointments, all of that stuff, put all that on the to-do list and block that off. I'm doing this on a Saturday morning. I'm going to tidy this, go clean the drawers, whatever it's going to look like. Or if you have time where you want to catch up with your friends, your family, check in on people, schedule a block or two of time where you're going to send your texts, call your mom, call your homegirls. Hey, everybody good? Once that's done, you could take that off. You know what I mean? And then it feels like I'm actually making progress with my to-do list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and it allows your mind to rest knowing that these specific tasks have been taken care of, and then you can actually take a real break in between the next task. Like all my admin is done, I can sit down, take a little beat, and then pick up, and now I'm going to do my errands, right? Then I'll run on my Target, traders, whatever. Now all that outside shit is done.
Sure.
Girl, one fell swoop.
I love when they in the same plaza too.
Yeah.
Like over
there. Yeah. You can hit multiple
Whole
things.
Foods and Traders in the same parking lot.
Yeah, I love that. I love that combination.
Combination.
Girl, right.
Love that. Okay, next tip. We're going to create time for pleasure. No productivity.
Love that. No pleasure.
The what's Janelle Monáe's album called? The Art of Pleasure? The What of Pleasure?
Something like that, yeah.
Something about
pleasure.
Yeah, so we're going to make an intentional effort to enjoy life. Life is not just about being productive.
Yeah.
We need to create moments to have fucking fun. Okay? And we're going to counteract that productivity, that hyperfixation on productivity, and create a buffer. We're going to create a buffer. So if there's something where you would be moving like a madman or a mad woman.
Or a mad they, them.
Yeah. a mad person.
Non-binary person.
A mad person maybe decides, you know what? Instead of making my little drink on the go and scrambling out of here, I'm going to carve out the time to really make me a latte. I know you really enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
That's one of her gifts, making drinks. And carve out time to sit down and actually enjoy that drink.
Yeah.
Maybe on your patio.
Speaking of my latte, I was rushing. I was making all my drinks, my morning drinks at once.
For the week?
No, girl. Oh. But in the morning, like, I'll have my smoothie.
Oh, yeah, this girl.
I'll have my water, my hydro flask, and then I'll want my latte. And I was finding that I wasn't being able to really enjoy it the way I wanted because I was like drinking the smoothie on the way to work, then getting to work and feeling like I got to drink my tea while it's still hot. And now I just took all the shit for the tea at work. I just left the frother, everything. I'm like, I got to make my shit after I didn't have my morning rounds so I could really enjoy it. Right. And that's like, I want it to be pleasing to me, and having pleasure, drinking that is pleasurable. But when I'm doing it that way, I just feel like
it's like obligatory.
Yeah. It's like, damn,
it becomes a thing
fun.
to do. It becomes a thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like I got to drink all my drinks.
Exactly. Now,
you got to drink all your drinks. But no, when we implement more mindfulness and we slow down, we send messages to our nervous system that we are not in flight or fight mode.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah.
You're safe. Why are we fighting over drinks?
That's why I had to release it.
Like, why are we over here stressed out over some drinks in the morning?
It's too much.
Maybe the tea latte or, the ceremonial aspect of it is your weekend thing. Where it's like, okay, Saturday, Sunday, I really get to sit down
Yeah.
and do my thing with it.
Yeah, read, watch my online stream in church, whatever it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it pleasurable. Even if it's a long shower, you know, enjoy the things that you need to enjoy and not just managing your life all the time. Enjoy it. Next tip, y'all, we are going to accept that we cannot do it all. There's always going to be something to do, somebody to call, a place to be. There's always going to be a thing to have, you know,
something to do
that draws our attention, that makes us, have to be productive. Just accept that the list is never ending. Because once you finish everything today, guess what? There's a new list for tomorrow. And the sooner that we accept that we can't be superhuman, like being human is enough, and that, you know, I can't do all of the things, but doing my best becomes more rewarding. You know, when you accept that, then it's like you allow your life to be more easeful, and you allow yourself to get into a flow, a rhythm of sorts, that you can really enjoy your pace and enjoy life. It's like, I can't do it all. And what I can do, I'm going to do. What I can do, I'm going to always do, because I'm going to always do my best. But if I can't get it done, it's okay.
It's okay. It's no need to be in a boxing ring with yourself.
Boxing with my demons.
Like thin line between love and hate. Exactly. Hitting yourself with an orange and a stock.
Looking crazy.
The Lynn Whitfields of the world.
Yeah. Y'all, come on. It's enough that we're existing here. It's enough. It's enough.
Listen, it's more than enough.
It's more than enough to wake up and do all the things that you've done. You don't got to make yourself a I was about to say something.
Superpower.
Superwoman. Superwoman. Lil Mo.
Oh.
Damn.
There's another one, though. I am Superwoman.
That's Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
I'm just saying
Superwoman.
That's another one,
too. Keep it with Lil Mo. But yeah, you know, allow yourself to rest in the fact that you've done enough. You've done all you can do. And when you've done your best, it's good enough. Period. Drop a pin in it.
The last thing we're going to drop, the last tip we're going to drop with you is to get some support. Sometimes we need to call in some reinforcement, some help to help us with this.
Yeah.
A professional, a therapist. Maybe there's an underlying issue that's causing us to feel like we need to rush through life, you know? And having some professional help can help you unpack that, get to the root of it, and then come up with solutions. Because sometimes it's deeper. Sometimes we got to do some unpacking.
Yeah. Take your bags to the therapist.
Yeah.
And let them help you.
And they can teach us also some mindfulness techniques.
Yeah.
We've shared many.
But it's nothing like having somebody who's a skilled professional. So if you feel like maybe hurry sicknesses, this is calling out to you and you're like, this has my name on it, and we've already went through everything, and you feel like there's still more for you to dig deeper into, definitely speak with your preferred mental health professional.
Please.
Yeah. So we are going to transition to our final segment of the show, y'all. It's time to pick up the pen.
We're dropping a gem.
So this is the part of the show where we get to share the things that we're loving, we're obsessed with, things that checked us, wrecked us, inspired us, and, you know, put y'all on. This is also the opportunity that you use to use the Homegirl Hotline, pardon me, which is a number down in the show notes where you can text us, call us if you need any advice or feedback on a situation. If you want to put us up on game, like, I know about this and I think y'all need to share it with the homegirls, that number is there for you to do that. So what is our gem this week?
So our gem this week is an app.
We love an app.
It is called the Todoist app. That is spelled Todoist. And it helps you manage your to-do list. So one of our tips was to schedule your to-do list. And this app helps you do just that. You can put things on your to-do list and then you can schedule them. It links to your calendar.
I love that.
Yeah, it links to your calendar, and it can just help you really get things done on your to-do list in a productive way, but also a more mindful way.
Love that.
Because, baby, sometimes that writing it down is counterproductive for me.
Yeah.
So if you need to pair your to-doing with scheduling and with mindfulness, then I think this app will be good for you.
Love it. Check it out. We'll link it in the show notes so that you have access to it. And I think we're wrapping up here.
We're done here.
This was cute.
We'll be back next week.
Where you can listen wherever you listen to podcasts, whatever your preferred platform is. We love y'all so much. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll see you next week. Love you.